Yep. Con. The book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the Lord's hopeful elect who continue to push this gospel throughout the whole entire earth, wherever they are scattered in these last days. Shalom, Akim. Shalom. The book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, which is World War II. You had World War I, all right, which over 16 and 17 million perished, died in that time. World War II, the casualties were 60 to 70 million. This is the third world's war. It will not be another war after this, as it is written. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. World War III cometh quickly. Like I always tell the brothers down here, okay? Back in high school, middle school, whatever have you, even after you graduated from high school, went on to college, whatever doctoral degree you had, you might have got out of school and went back to college or whatever, or even got into trade school. Whatever the case may be, whatever your dreams were and your aspirations were, at that specific time when you were thinking this was coming to pass. It had already happened, and it was on the brink of coming quickly. Me myself, I graduated in 2001, and in that fall year of 2001, you had the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Since then, prophecy's been moving forward. Now we're in 2025, and we're in the beginning stages, all right, of World War III, as it says in the Apocrypha, the beginning of war. All right. So today's date is July 21st, 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance, hopeful year of destruction and judgment upon Esau, Edom. The name of the video will be entitled 100% Nuclear War. 100% Nuclear War. All right. And this is coming from article from zerohedge.com. ZeroHedge.com. See it right there. All right. Okay. It says plan on it. All right. I mean, you can bank it. All right. And we can bank it. We bank it according to prophecy. I'm finna get that precept too. Plan on it with an exclamation point. Martin Armstrong sees 100% chance of nuclear war. Let me get a quick precept to back that up right there. Okay? Real quick. All right. This is the book of Acts. Acts chapter 2 and verse 17. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days which we were in, and World War III will happen in these last days. No ifs, ands, or buts around it. Can't get around it. All right? This will happen. We need this to happen. It will happen. In order for us to get up out of here, all right, Yahweh Shai and his angels come deliver us, and the Lord sets his kingdom up upon earth. This has to happen. It will happen, man. All right? It came quickly, as it says in the scriptures. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Everybody. This is literal right here. This is all nations of people. Even you didn't heard Vladimir Putin talk about the next world war will end humanity. World War III will end humanity. Oh, listen at the guy Steve Ram. I'll be checking him out a lot. The guy Steve Ram, he has a YouTube page, Steve Ram. Go check him out. All right, talking about the the brewing, escalating conflict with Russia, Iran, China, the United States, Israel, you know, and all other surrounding nations together. It's escalating, and they see escalation from the latter part of this year going into 2026, as this guy here in his article says in Zero Hedge, Acts 2:17, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Edom, matter of fact, Edomites, you got Edomites all over. It's a lot of them, man, that see this third world war coming. When you look on all these platforms on YouTube, fucking Fox News or CNN, you see nothing but Edomites talking about the coming war. Well, what the hell is Jake doing? But the Bible says the children of this world are wiser. They're hip to it. They're on it. More than the children of the light are. More than you Israelites are. More than you Israelites who call yourself Israelites. Like Elder Pastor Ariamla did a video yesterday. You got to go back to the drawing board, man. Go back to that fucking chalkboard and start from scratch. All right? But when it says, the Lord says he's going to pour out his spirit upon all flesh, it says Martin Armstrong sees. And a lot of these Edomites have visions, dreams, 100% chance of nuclear war. Acts 2:17, the latter part states, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Not nuclear war, as it says here, but nuclear holocaust. Nuclear holocaust. One of my favorite movies, maybe top 5, top 10, is the movie Crimson Tide with Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington. If we're down here in the deep south, Alabama, some of them serve down here in Baton Rouge. Watch the movie Crimson Tide. Crimson Tide. Gene Hackman, Denzel Washington, man. Yeah. All right. It says 6 weeks ago, legendary financial and geopolitical psychoanalyst Martin Armstrong was signaling a big turn toward war. And as I watched Steve Ram, as I said earlier, I watched Steve Ram, and the Senator Lindsey Graham was on there. Well, he played a clip. Steve Ram played a clip of Lindsey Graham, and Lindsey Graham was talking mad noise, and he was boasting and bragging about how Trump is gonna kick. Literally, quote me on this. I'm telling you to quote me on this. Lindsey Graham said Trump will kick Putin's ass. As Trump took vengeance and bombed Iran, he said he's going to do even more things to Putin, because this thing has been going on for too long, and Putin is signaling no signs of coming to the table to end this thing, and Trump has been begging him to stop. So he's been very, very disappointed with Putin, and it's going to come to a head where the gloves are going to be off. He says he's going to kick Putin's ass. All right? Yeah. The book of Isaiah chapter 9. Isaiah 9 and 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. And you had those, all those revolutionary, all those wars, all right? You watch the movie Glory, all right? The Battle of Gettysburg. All those wars were guys' garments rolled in blood from being stabbed, being shot with little pop pistols. You had cannons go off. And cannons was a lower level technology to what is now today, according to the ICBM. And according to Daniel 12:4, what knowledge shall be increased. We don't have to move a goddamn thing. We can stand here in the brigade, the army is over there. We stand right here. We'll pull that string, and it shoots out of there, and a lot of people are dead. Now you have the ICBMs. It's a upgrader of that weaponry right there from the cannon. Hypersonic missiles. Like when you had wrestling, all right? You had what the guy name was who fell out, he died, Bret Hart brother. I can't think of his name. Bret Hart had a little brother who ended up playing another character. And on the pay-per-view movie, the string, he tried to come from out of the ceiling, and the ceiling, and it popped. And he ended up falling. All right, and he died, he went to his death. You had Bret Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and there was somebody else, I can't think. Owen Hart, that's his name, Owen Hart. Owen Hart was reigning for a long time as the Intercontinental Champion, while his brother, on the behalf, Bret Hart, was the WWF Champion. All right, WWF is the World Champion. All right, Intercontinental means you whooped all nations of people ass, and you're reigning as a champion. Intercontinental, all over. The ICBM nuclear weapon is the same way. All right, it's on the news break app, some political going on. Okay, go from one end of the earth to the other. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Okay? Back into the article, World War III. Nuclear, fuel of fire. It's simple. It says, now Armstrong says the chance of war with a nuclear exchange is at 100%. I just read it. Plan on it. This is coming. That's right. Oh, let me get that. Oh, I got to get that. Get a precept for that, man. It's coming. All right. 2 16 and verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. All those nations are going to get hit, all right, hard. But Babylon, America gets the far worst of the end of that fire stick, a real fire stick. Okay, gird up yourself with cloths of sack and hair. Beware your children and be sorry. That's right. And Israel been bombing the shit out of Syria. The Bible speaks about Syria's destruction in Isaiah the 17th chapter. For your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, nuclear, 100%. You can bet on it. And who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? You can count on it. The ultimate plague is the nuclear plague. As it says in the Bible, this shall be the plague. But when all the nations that have fought against Jerusalem, the Lord gonna deal with them all. All right, let me hold one on deck because I'm gonna read this and close it out. Right, I think it's in 15 and 16. Yep, I think it is in 15. All right, yep. Let me read some more, and I'm gonna get this precept, and I'm gonna wrap this thing up, man. All right, because this is the end game right here, man. All right, and we know other prophecies have to happen before this takes place, but these are threats being made from Russia to the United States. From Putin is just making repeatedly threats toward the West, not just the United States, but NATO, Europe, all of it. Britain, yes, it's be all-out war, man. All right. Can the world avoid nuclear war? No. It's a question, but according to the Bible, it is no. All right. This war is going to be with nuclear fire. The world cannot avoid that. Isaiah 9:5, once again, with President Trump's 50-day deadline given to Russia to make peace in Ukraine. Trump has did the total opposite of all that. Putin did the total opposite of all that. Matter of fact, after Putin and Trump allegedly had a conference call or a talk on the phone, hours later, he used a massive onslaught of a barrage of missiles that has never been felt on Ukraine, never seen since the war been taking place. You do not threaten your adversary that is at your same level publicly. If you want to say something like that, you do it privately in a phone call. I just told you they had a phone call where they never Trump said, Putin was in agreement like that. That's how the enemy does it. All right. I'm not going to tell you, yeah. And then after we got the phone, I'm flipping the bird at you. Oh, this fucking nigger. All right. Fucking cracker. All right. And both of y'all are crackers. Okay. And just go bomb the shit out of Ukraine. All right. Now, what will happen is Putin cannot possibly sign a peace deal. What it says in the book of Thessalonians. When they shall say peace and safety. Trump is seeking peace all across Syria. Trump is mad at Netanyahu right now for bombing the shit out of Syria. And have told him, stop. I want peace in Syria. I want peace in Israel. I want peace in Russia with Ukraine. Safety and destruction is coming, man. But the safety is going to be for the men of the Lord. And destruction upon 2/3 of our people and all other heathen nations. All right? Because a lot of you men are about to get drafted. In World War III. And those that'll be left over here will die of famine, pestilence, civil war, teeth of wild beasts, as it says in Jeremiah the 15th chapter. If you're not dead already. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. This is what it's all coming down to. There's no avoiding the draft. Women, men, yes, you U.S. citizens. You're getting shipped to the land of Jehoshaphat, which is really Saudi Arabia. And you got all those Islamic nations in that region. Turkey, Iraq, Syria. The great river Euphrates been dried up. The Tigris River. Got the UAE. All that's around in that whole area right there, man. Okay? You're taking your ass over there, women and men. Like Yakanan, like my elder y'all down here says, Elder Yakanan always says, a lot of you men you're just so out of shape. You're not ready for nothing and it's the Lord that's doing that to you. Got you eating up any and everything. All these burgers, these tacos and fucking Pizza Hut and Domino's, just eating it all up. Not exercising, not have no recollection of what's coming down the pipe. As I said earlier, Edom might see this thing coming. You don't. Because you're caught up in this world, in this system, this beast system. This illusion. You're going to take your ass over there in this world, in this coming World War III, which is happening now, the beginning stages of it. We're in it now. Okay? You're in it now. You're going to go there and you will not return. You're going to die there. You will die there. I'm reading it right here. 2 Ezra 15 and 49, I will send plagues, plural, upon thee. What are the plagues? Widowhood, which is what? The men dying. Men been dying, since war began. You had the Iraq war where so many men were killed. Edomites were killed. Jake was killed too. Women are widows now. All right? Have been already. Poverty. Famine. I just seen that on endtimesheadlines.com, man. You know, shortages. It just shortages everywhere, man. Famine, that is. Okay, on the food. It says sword and pestilence. Ooh. To waste thy houses with destruction and death. I mean, a lot of you men is gonna die from all these plagues right here, man. All right? Even killing their own self, suicides. That's in Luke 21st chapter. Man's heart's gonna be failing them for fear. I gotta go to World War III. They just kill itself. Like I just seen on this YouTube channel called Twisted Crimes. Out there in Atlanta, the nigga and his wife had a YouTube or Facebook, Instagram, just debate, and he exposing how she got herpes and she doing the same thing to him, exposing him how he got herpes because they in a relationship, and how he used to whoop her ass. So he whooped her ass for an hour and a half one time while she's standing right there. He said, I whooped her ass for an hour and a half. I was wrong. I'm like, damn, an hour and a half? You just whooping up. But the Spirit of the Lord will have it to where you just stay alive at that time. Because at a certain time, it won't be an hour and a half. It's going to be a quick, instantaneously death. And that's what ended up happening. The nigga knocked her out. You could watch it on a YouTube channel called Twisted Crime. The nigga knocked her out. She was unconscious and ended up an hour or two later, went to the spirit world. Made the phone call to the police, to the ambulance. By the time they got there, she was with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shot. With that knowing, the nigga knew what he did. Got in her car, drove off on a high-speed chase, and had a self-inflicted wound upon himself. Meaning he did what? He killed himself. How much more in this time right now when you niggas get shipped off to World War III? Muhammad Ali didn't want to go. Cassius Clay. All right? So why would I gonna fight for you? You won't even stand over here in my own country. A lot of you niggas got that mindset. You're going. Then you're gonna go to these sea camps. And you're gonna die there also. Back into the article. Let me get some more of that. It's a fire one. It's a fire article right here. It says, we have staff in Germany, and I was told by my staff that a friend 60 years old was told to report to duty. You've been called to duty. I had a friend who was a Vienna Peace Conference, was at the Vienna Peace Conference, and he called me when it was over and said, holy crap, this has nothing to do with peace anymore. This is all about preparing for war. Ooh, we. Let's get it. Sure, I already know what I'm finna get. All right. Let's go. This is Joel chapter 3. All right. And verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Woo. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Come on down here. But the Lord is mustering the host of the battle, and he's doing it politically. Start politically and get all these, Trump putting tariffs on EU nations, China, over here in Babylon, just all over. And it's rousing nations up. The Lord is stirring the pot. Get ready for war. Because these, like Elder Pastor always says, trade wars lead to real wars. Okay? Prepare war. All right? Back in the article. It says, this is all about preparing for war. Everybody should start getting ready for drafts. Woo-hoo. To start going that way. They want war. Who is they? The elites. The Lord wants war. The Lord is a man of war. But he's putting a spirit on these elites to orchestrate this thing, to get this thing off the ground and running and popping. That way I can destroy all of y'all ass and I've set my son up already and have him come in and destroy your ass also. That's in 2 Samuel 13 chapter. Okay? We know the prophecies in chronological order, man. All right? They want war. Because Esau got a short time. They are not backing off. Ain't nobody backing down right now. I might have to do a part 2 on this. All right? Everybody wants war. There's only so long you can go through with this, and then we strike, then we hold back. Or we did enough, the United States hit Iran, and they pulled back. Iran said, look, the next time it's all out war. Okay? And that's in 2 the 15th chapter, starting in verse 28. The Carmanians and the dragons of Arabia. Those Islamic nations. Okay? 100% nuclear war is coming in this lifetime. Let me get that, man. All right? Go to Luke. Let me get that, man. I'm going to wrap it up right here. Luke 21. Luke 21 and verse 32. 31. It started 31. So likewise, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all be fulfilled. You will see World War III very soon, giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and peace and blessing to the Lord's hopefully elect, who continuously push this truth throughout the whole entire earth, wherever they are scattered in these last days. Ababa Ball, Kwame Ashala, Shalom Makim, 100% nuclear war.